S. Chand presents educational video lectures as per the AICTE curriculum. Difficult concepts made easy. Study anywhere, anytime.
Welcome to S. Chand Academy. I am Narinder Kaur. In the part 1, I have covered how the duty ratio that can be controlled by varying the time. Now in this part, we will understand how the duty ratio that can be controlled by varying the current. Now if you want to study this topic in detail, refer this book from S. Chand Publishing. E-book link has been given in the description box. We have understood about the by varying the time, how the duty ratio that can be controlled. So we have understood in that case, in the first case, the T on is variable and the T off is fixed. So either it is constant frequency or it is variable frequency. Means whether it is a constant frequency part or the variable frequency part, the T on is variable always and the T off is fixed in this case. Means the output value, here you can see that this is the output value and this is for the constant and second one this is for the variable. So in both the cases you can see that this T on, this is variable, here the T on is smaller, here the T off, this is for the constant time, constant frequency, this is for the variable frequency. So in both the cases this T off is fixed while the T on is variable. So this is a main difference between the constant frequency and the variable frequency. Now next we will understand how the chopping that will be affected by the current variable. When second there is a current is in the variable mode. Now instead of voltage, when the current is in the varying mode, so in this case we know that during the charging or discharging of capacitor, so there we are representing here in the linear mode. So charging and discharging of capacitor that can be represented like this. So firstly means in the previous case we understand for the positive half cycle when there occur an charging of the capacitor, the current will increase linearly, then again it will decrease, then again it will increase. So this will represent the charging and discharging of the capacitor. So this is the value of current in this case. Now, so this is a maximum value of current which is I naught max. We can write this like this. If this can be written as I naught max, means this is a maximum value of current. Here this is a dropping value, means the current is decreasing over here. So this is a minimum value of current, that is a I naught minimum. Means this is a maximum, again there is a minimum value, again maximum value, again minimum value. Now when you see the output over here, for the maximum value we will get this type of loop, and for the minimum value, now when this maximum and minimum is plotted over here, you can get this type of modes are getting over here. Means if the I off or I minimum that is taken as 0 and I maximum is taken as I m over here, so this is a I m, or you can say that I on. This is for I off, this is again I on, I off value. So this type of chopping is called the current controlled chopping. So this is called the current, means how the current can be controlled in the output value during charging and discharging of the capacitor. Now in this case this T on is fixed. So here you can see that this I on that can be varied and I off that can also be varied. Now in both of these cases one thing is made fixed and the second can be made variable. Let us suppose we make this I of fixed. I of x that can be made by subtracting this I minimum. How you can make this value 0 and the equivalent value that can be added to maximum value. So that can be make I of to the fix. How we can make fixing to this I of minimum? I minimum or I of that can be made fixed. Subtract these to give we are getting some value. Let us suppose if this is 5 and this is 2. Add minus 2 in both. So when you add this is we get maximum 3 ampere is the maximum current over here and minimum that will be 0. So that can be fixed over here. So that can be fixed by adding the same amount of current either with the positive sign or the negative sign to the I minimum. So that can be fixed over here. So by fixing this value means by fixing the current value over here, so by fixing this I minimum, I naught minimum equals to I 0 or you can say that minimum that is equals to I off that is equals to 0, we will get the current control characteristics. So we will get the current control characteristics, means the current output value of the current that can be controlled in this case. So make this value 0. So this is the maximum value over here. Again we will make this minimum value 0 over here. So these characteristics can be plotted over here. Again this is the maximum value represent the, now this represent the charging, again discharging. Charging of the capacitor, again there will be discharging of the capacitor. Charging and discharging of capacitor. So here this is the output value. So this charging and discharging of capacitor. Now when you plotted this value over here, so you will get, now for during the charging period this current will be maximum. Again during the discharging it will drops to 0. So that will be, again this is charging and discharging, it will drop to 0. Again this will be, so this is the I max and this is the I minimum that is 0 over here, I off that is 0 and I on is maximum over here. So this is, then there is an I on again and I off, I on and then again I off. Now for the current constant control, for this current control characteristics there are some features of this. Now what are the characteristics or features of this current control characteristics? Features are, number 1, the frequency loss will be very large. Now we understand the way how we can make this I minimum to 0. So that's why this frequency loss will be very large. Secondly, the main advantage of this is that the current is continuous always. Means the continuous value of the current is taken as an output, means the output value is continuous. Third one, then the voltage drop across capacitance C that can be fixed Fourth one, the frequency loss. How you can remove this frequency loss? The frequency loss can be covered by taking constant frequency ratio. Means if we want that there will be no frequency loss, then we will prefer the constant frequency ratio, and if we want the current must be controlled, but in the constant current characteristics the frequency loss will be there. But if we want that there will be no frequency, we want input and output both have the same frequency, then the constant frequency ratio that will be preferred. So this is up to the requirement what we want to get in the output, that type of characteristics that will be preferred. If we want that there will be a no current loss, then we will go for the constant current characteristics, and if we want if there will be no frequency loss, then these type of characteristics that can be expected over here, that can be taken over here. The main advantage for taking the current control characteristics that here the output value that is constant current value that can be taken. Now this is the end of second part. So in the second part we have we cover the topic of current control characteristics, how the current that can be controlled in the given output or the input value. Now if you want to study this topic in detail, refer this book from S. Chand Publishing. E-book link has been given in the description box. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and also press the bell icon for the future notifications.